Well, I would like to say that, growing up in California it was pretty much kind of like being a fighter from Mexico, because basically in my gym, that's all we had. And that's why I learned how to fight. That's why I was a fighter the way I was, is because I grew up around a lot of the Hispanic fighters, and learned how to throw those great body shots and get inside and mix it up, and loved to fight. So I'm still doing good. I'm still here in Big Bear. I'm retired, and just hanging out doing my thing.
Sí, sin lugar a dudas, aquí hay muchos sparring, ¿no? Muchos sparring latinos. Yes. Pero platícame cómo empezaste el boxeo, cómo fue tu gusto por el boxeo, cómo empezaste.
The first time that I went to the ring, it was in like 1979, 1980. I put on some the Sugar Ray Leonard gloves, and I think back then that's when they started calling me Sugar Shane when I was like 10 years old, because I guess I fought a lot like Sugar Ray Leonard too as well.
Pues a los 2 años te pusiste por primera vez los guantes. ¿Y cuándo fue tu primera experiencia en el boxeo? ¿Y por quién?
I don't know exactly the first time that I spar. I know I just probably this the same day that I came down to practice to learn boxing. I was just that kid, like very ready to get in there. And no, actually it was a month after. So in 1979, a month after that, I remember they let me spar with some of the guys that were like a year, 2 years boxing the little kids. And and I did pretty good with that. So like I was 8 years old.
Oye, pues ¿y cómo fue tu primera experiencia? ¿Te subiste al ring? ¿Te dieron, les diste? ¿Te ganaron? ¿Te gustó? ¿Te dolió? ¿Te picó? ¿Qué hiciste?
So the first time sparring wasn't as nerve-wracking when I sparred, but I sparred with guys that were more experienced than me. I actually remember their name. I think it was Christy, Marcos, and Elias Pineda. Those are the 3 brothers that were already boxing for like a year or so, and then kind of brought me into it. And they were better than me, so they didn't try to beat me up, but they did touch me a little bit, and I did have somewhere where I had to try to catch up to them, and so I can beat them.
¿Cómo llegaste al gimnasio? ¿Tu papá te llevó? ¿Tú fuiste?
My mother, because I was so energetic in like school, and as a kid I was this guy, I was what they call now ADD. I was that kid that was like ADD. And my mother was like, take your son to the gym with you. We need to burn some energy off from him. And I just went to the gym, and it was something I liked because it was one-on-one. And I believe that anything one-on-one and you're my size, it's a no-brainer, I'm gonna win. Because back in the day I was always the smaller guy, so playing a football game, basketball game, or whatever, soccer, it didn't matter, I was always a small kid. So boxing was like right in my alley, because everybody's my size, my age.
Ya empezaste a participar en boxeo amateur. La mayoría de la gente aquí en Estados Unidos tiene grandes carreras amateur. ¿Cómo fue la tuya?
My amateur career was pretty good. I was always number 1 in the country, in the state of California, and really in the country too. I fought Rafael Relis twice. I fought Oscar once. I fought Pepe Riley like twice. I had a lot of the world champions, Mexican world champions that you might, that's been champion, we actually grew up together fighting each other. So, in California sometimes I'll fight every week. So it'll be once a week, we will fight on Saturday at somewhere different. So it'll be Bowen Park, it could be East LA, it could be Pico Rivera, it could be, Pomona. We had so many different spots, so many different places where they had amateur shows. It was pretty big, especially in California. I think that we had the best amateur program when I was coming up back in the day.